And come back here, the mash up the island. The foreign style.
I'm here with Majistrate from the UK, and he's here at Barcode. How are you doing today, Majistrate?
Yeah, I'm good, really good. Yeah, it's been a good day so far.
Having a good time? You're going to have a good time tonight, right?
Yeah. We got to the party. I've been here now for about 45 minutes, and yeah, I haven't really looked outside too much. I've been down here back room, but yeah, I'm going to go out there in a bit, getting ready to play my set as well, and yeah, ready for it, definitely. That's why I'm here.
So I wanted to start by asking you when you first started DJing and how long it took you until producing, and then what possessed you to go into producing from DJing?
Wow, it's actually like a really, really long story, but I actually started DJing in around 1992. I was young, you know, just got myself, like, I actually had a cassette deck and a record deck, and bought myself a cheap mixer, and I used to play things on the tape and then try and mix them in on the record deck, and so I sort of learned that way, like a really hard way. So by the time I got on a pair of Technics, like, I knew what I was doing, and yeah, it was a young age really to get into it, but yeah, by the time I was like 17, I was actually sort of producing stuff, started producing. There was a few of us, and labels was Juice and Splash, which was, they were big labels back in the day, back in the older jungle era. Like Undercover Agent and MB and Ego Tripping, which is still going today. But yeah, it was like a lot of old artists, and I was one of them. And yeah, we was just like a little collective, and yeah, it got me into producing. I used to go into the studio, work with another producer, and like learned a lot of things from that. And then yeah, I just started doing it myself, got myself some equipment, and yeah, been doing it ever since, like, for years and years and years now. And the only thing that's changed is the technology, obviously.
So did you started out with hard synths and hardware before you got it with software and all the programs?
Yeah, I used to use all hardware. I used to have an Akai, and I used to have an EMU sampler. Used to have a drum station, lots of effects units, and a virus as well. And yeah, like the hardware used to do the same job, but obviously it was a lot more technical then, and you used to have to like learn the equipment as well. But you know, it's no real difference now with the software, because you have to learn the software program or the plugin. It's fundamentally the same. All it is just the technology's moved on, and you're able to do it from a computer rather than absolutely taking up the whole of your room. Yeah.
Right, so what programs do you currently use, and what VSTs are your favorite?
Well, I use Logic. I'm on a Mac. I used to use Cubase before, more for sequencing, and then I moved across onto Logic and been using it. I'm up on a version 9 now. Main plugins that I use, other than the standard Logic ones, I suppose, are the Massive, Predator, Albino 3, Oxford plugins. Yeah, just, you know, just the standard stuff. I think most producers are probably using the same plugins now, and you know, they're so versatile that everybody can make a different sound as well. You know, there's a lot of generic sounds sitting out there at the moment, but you know, these tools are fundamentally like what you can actually get like a good basis of a tune from, and there's a lot of producers using them, so you know, they're good tools to use.
So what initially tuned you into drum and bass, specifically jump up, apart from all other genres that are out there?
I think it's when I first got into it, there weren't no like sort of different divisions of drum and bass, because there wasn't drum and bass, it was just hardcore, and then like hardcore developed into jungle, and then you know, people took the path then, you know, it went either a deep way, you know, deep and dark, or it went a jungle way. And you know, I was always like into my jungle, and I used to love the old V recordings and Ronnie Size stuff, and yeah, crust stuff, and you know, the old Ram record stuff as well. And you know, I grew up with it. I was, you know, that's what I used to listen to, it's what I used to play, and you know, it probably influenced a lot what I was making, and definitely influenced my sets at the time.
So what city are you from?
I'm actually from Kent. Yeah, I'm just outside London. I live in a place now called Green Eye, which is just off the River Thames. And yeah, for me it's a good location. It's where my family is as well. And a lot of people come from around that area. It's actually mad because Harry Shotter lives about 2 minutes down the road from me. Fun used to live around the corner from me as well at one stage. But yeah, it's a good area to live. Logan D's just literally across the water from me. Like it's yeah, everybody's in my area, and you know, we're all quite good friends as well. So
how would you say living in your hometown has influenced your musical career?
I don't know. I was very close to London, so like I got onto Cool FM at a young age as well. I was on Cool FM in 1994, and I don't think like just being in Kent, as people from Kent weren't really into drum and bass then, or jungle or anything. You know, it was quite a small amount of people, but you know, like now it's really changed. Like it's one of the main areas for drum and bass in the whole of England there. You know, like it used to be London, but I'd say like Kent's really on the map. There's been a lot of events that have happened in Kent, and they've really worked, and you know, every big artist has played there, and there's a massive following there now. So it's actually, for me, it's worked out really well, because you know, I've had a lot of work in Kent, and I've been playing a lot over the last year.
Can you remember your first gig and where you played, and how was that experience for you?
Oh God, my first gig was actually at a youth club. I don't know if you have like youth clubs here, but like, you know, I suppose sort of 14 to 17-year-olds will go to this like after.
We just have all ages over here. So.
Yeah, well, it's like a certain age group. They go to this place after school, and yeah, I actually got booked by the youth club. I was 15 at the time, and I got paid £70. I don't know what that'd be in Canadian dollars, but I got paid £70 for it, and yeah, I just turned up and had to play a 2-hour set, and then like, left, and there must have been about, I don't know, 20 people there or something. It was a crazy thing, but I suppose that was my first booking, and then yeah, it's just gone from there since.